Shit, I'm the best thing on here. Shit, I am the shit.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up. If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of dodge for the east. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the east. I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
Great Monday, guys. Another great Monday. We made it. Beautiful day it is. Glad to be here. Glad to be with you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I'd be doing something else. I don't know what I'd be doing. Would be something, for sure. But with that said, let me say this. Send prayers out to my residents, family members, loved ones, and friends who are in Texas, specifically the city of Houston right now. Hurricane is hitting. I talked to a couple people, and they're dealing with power outages, storms, trees, and all that things right there, man. So I just want to send a special shout out to the brothers and sisters who are dealing with the elements right now. Definitely be safe, guys. Seek shelter. Hopefully some of you was able to prepare prior to the storms coming and was able to maybe get any extra waters or extra food that may be necessary. Hopefully you didn't get caught in a situation where you got caught at the store and on the way back. Hopefully you didn't have to deal with none of that. These hurricanes are dangerous down there, especially in the Texas area. I know it gets real bad. I can never say I experienced a hurricane, but I have experienced the aftermath of some. So with that being said, definitely be safe. I know that normally what happens when it hits Houston, my brothers and sisters from the Texas area are going to be affected too. So more than likely it's probably going to hit late tonight or early tomorrow. So those who are in Texas and the city of Houston, as well as the city of Dallas, I know is going to suffer. I don't know any people, too many other, well, Fort Worth. Let me say Fort Worth and Dallas, both of those two areas. Just be careful, be safe down there, guys. Please, please, please do that. Like I said, I was able to reach out and talk to some people, and seem like they're doing fine. They're safe, and hopefully they can remain being safe and vigilant and just take care of themselves. I just wanted to say that, send prayers out to them. But with that being said, man, let's get back to it. Let's talk about these sports, man. I know y'all seen the cover, the thumbnail. Shakur Stevenson. We definitely gonna get into this. Some other things we want to talk about too prior to talking to the boxing thing, and I will drop the link early for anybody who's a boxing fan who definitely want to comment and talk about that fight, because there's a lot of things going on in that fight. A lot. A whole lot. So with that being said, let's start talking about that. Look, in case y'all didn't know, y'all sleeping on the rock. Dan Hurley, the UConn coach who turned down the Laker job, got him an extension, 5 years. Hold on, let me take it. I think it was 6 years. Either 5 or 6, one of the two. But he got him a raise. $50 million. So I think it equaled out to like 9.2 is what I calculated. I think it was a 5-year. It equaled out to like a 9.2 million per year. And that's not including any incentives. More than likely, them incentives will take him over to the 10 million mark. About the same price what the Lakers was trying to offer him. But he said, look here, guys. He said, look here, guys. I got job security in this college game. I go to the NBA with LeBron. I may be fired before Christmas. Why would I do such a thing? LeBron can't get players to play with him. He can't get coaches won't coach with him. LeBron, let me say, I like LeBron. I think he's a hell of a basketball type player. I think he's a hell of a person. He's done a lot for our community. He's done a lot for a lot of kids, a lot of people in his neighborhoods where he grew up in Akron. I mean, he does a lot for the state of Ohio. I'm sure he does a lot for the California area. I'm sure he did a lot for when he was down in South Beach in Miami. Look, I'm sure he does a lot all over. But man, I mean, brother, they not knocking down doors to come play with you. I mean, Klay Thompson said no. DeMarcus DeRozan, they was gonna get traded. He wanted to be in the California area. He said, "I'd rather play with the Kings, better known as the Queens back in the early 2000s via Shaq. So I'd rather play with them than go down to the Lakers." And that was his favorite team back in the days. He said, "But hey, it's not worth it." Look here, guys. I thought the Lakers probably should allow LeBron to move on. Maybe trade AD. And just start the rebuilding. Because they've been rebuilding for the past 2-3 years now. Ever since that 2020 championship, man, they've been rebuilding. So I don't know why they stopping now. I mean, they just really delayed the inevitable. They are delayed and inevitable. LeBron's done in about probably 1 year, because right now he got an option after this 2-year deal. He's having the option this year. But look here, I can't keep going no further without acknowledging the super chat that just came through, man. Shout out to my brother, Grown Man Talking, man. I was on that Sunday, had good conversations, had a few disagreements with one of the brothers named Chill. But, it's all good. Because as men, we handle it in a respectful manner. So shout out to them brothers over there, man. Shout out to what my brother, man, grown man's doing with his podcast. I know usually on Tuesday he has like a grown lady conversation, and I think that's great. You know what I'm saying? A brother get on there, have conversation with the ladies, and try to understand them, and he's trying to help them ladies understand the men. But without further ado, he said, my brother ain't blessings. Brother, you didn't have to bless me, but you chose to with this $10 super chat, and I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. They doing great things over there, man. And like I said, I had the opportunity of hanging out for a little while over there, man, and have a conversation, talk with them brothers, man. And those seem like upstanding type brothers, man. So shout out to them. If you haven't had an opportunity, definitely go check them out. Tell them I sent you, man. Now you ain't got to do it. I'm just playing. Yeah, you got to tell them I sent you. But just go over and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the conversation. Learn some things, pick up some things, laugh at some things, because them guys are funny too. A couple of them are. I ain't going to say they all funny. I mean, some of them funny don't realize they're funny. Like my man Will. Speaking of Will, his black ass said he coming over here. I'm going to hold him to it. We'll see if he going to be a man of his word. He told me last week, man, I'm having flashbacks to my father, man. My dad said he's going to keep coming, and he never came. I ain't going to go that far. Let me get it's not even that deep. But there's another super chat. The resident hater, my brother. Shout out to the brother Big Ant 11 with the $10 super. He didn't have to choose he chose a blessing. He didn't have to, but he chose to, and I appreciate that blessing. He said, see that shit right here. This is why I call Big Ant 11 my resident hater. He sends me a shit like this. He sends me a blessing, but with the blessings comes this poison he puts out here, this propaganda. He said, until your Birds win 2 games this season, you can't speak on LeBron. God damn. Well, Big Ant 11, I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, son. You didn't have to, you chose to, and I appreciate them. But let me say this. We're going to win more than 2 games, brother. Shit, I may go as far as we may win 11 to 12 games. Don't hold me to it. But I have a feeling. We got the weapons. I'm just saying, we got the weapons. So I'm going to be able to talk bad about LeBron. But look here, I really don't talk bad about LeBron. I like with LeBron. I respect LeBron. I think LeBron's a hell of a player, man. He's a GOAT? No, I can't give that to him. I can't give that to him. But he's a great player. Can't call him the GOAT, but he's a great player, and I respect him. Let me tell you this. I respect him more than I do Jordan, and I think Jordan's the GOAT. But see, what makes him better than Jordan to me is what he does off the court. I'm all for a black man doing great things in the community, giving back, even though you came from a humble beginnings, even though you came from that non-idea type beginning, a single parent house. But this man decided, hey, I'm going to use what I have to bless other people. I'm going to use what I have to encourage other people. I'm going to use what I have to uplift other people. So with that alone, I got to respect that man. And that makes him great to me. Now, if I'm on the basketball court, well, that's a different story. Now, here we go again. You said that last year and the year before that. Look her, Big Ant 11. Stop keeping records on me. How dare you hold me accountable? Let me get some positive stuff here. I'm tired of reading Big Ant hateful negativity. Anytime, my guy, no doubt. We'll see. I'm going to get him. Hey, man, I hope he comes through. He said he's going to come through. We'll see. Look, if he don't come over today, I'm gonna bring it up to him one more time. Then I'm gonna stop. The one thing I ain't gonna do is beg nobody. God damn it, I ain't. Shit, I don't beg for shit. I ask, if you come through. If you don't, it's your loss. Oh man, but look, there's a couple things going on, man. I got the opportunity to see a replay of Bronny's game, and Bronny's still doing the same thing he did in college. Now, I'm gonna try to give the young brother, a benefit of the doubt. Right, he's young. He did have a medical condition, man. I mean, he had a life-threatening situation. So you try to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? You try to do that. I wish the young blood had just went one more year in college. I wish he stayed one more year in college and got himself physically, together. Because I think if he had able to play one more year of college and got himself together, he probably would have been better off. Probably he would have had better stats. Might have been more mentally ready for the game. Maybe even emotionally ready. I don't know. Look, right now, I understand why he did it, because it was going to be the best opportunity for him to do it, because his dad had that type of leverage. They want to resign him. They want him back. They're doing everything his daddy wants. They got the coach he wanted. The free agents. They're at least going after him. Now, I'm not going to say they ain't signing them. They're not signing them. But at least they attempted to get him and go after him and pursue him. I mean, LeBron can't ask for more. I mean, if the people say no, they say no. I can't make them sign with us. But they doing everything they ask them to do. Is Bron coming through with his part of the deal? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they want more winning than they do. I'm sure they want a deeper playoff run than they do. So LeBron and his teammates are not keeping up with either in the market. But guess what? They still doing what LeBron wants to do. That's why they drafted Bronny, 55, second round of draft. Now, he didn't play the other day, but he's supposed to play the last game they played in that tournament on Wednesday. So, hey, will Bronny give us a better outing this next one? I don't know. I don't know. I hope he does. I mean, he's got a lot of doubters out there. And mostly not because of him. It's probably because of his father. More people are LeBron haters than lovers of LeBron. And so, they dislike his son just in spite of him. Now, to me, that's crazy. It's kind of reaching. But some people like that, man. Some people dislike LeBron that bad. Speak of a devil, my guy, Slick Will. What's going on, brother? Hopefully all is well with you guys. Hopefully all is well. And I'm going to definitely drop the link here shortly once I start talking about this boxing thing. But I want to make sure I get all this other sports stuff out of the way. I seen Coco Gauff didn't win, so I don't know if Trevor One going to come through with that Coco Gauff nonsense. She lost. Unfortunately for her, she took one L to a fellow American. I don't even know the girl's name. Some little white lady. I don't know. She didn't look too hot. She was built bad. But I just remember seeing her. And she lost. And I know that's what they said. Coco Gauff lost. So Trevor One usually gives me my tennis update because I'm not a tennis guy. I don't keep up with tennis. I don't care to watch tennis. The only time I watch is when I see a highlight on TV. But it is what it is. But with that being said, I know she did lose. So, I don't know what to say. Condolence to her. She ain't done playing tennis. But she lost. I'm not going to keep going over that bullshit. It is what it is. Easy on my boy Shakur. He won. And now Shakur got to get this work, Will. Now, you come up defend his sorry ass, but he going to get this work. Yes, sir. He going to get this work. But with that being said, look. NBA Summer League going. They all talk, a lot of people talk about how this draft wasn't a strong draft, and the reason why, maybe another reason why Bronny Mayer came out this year, because it wasn't so strong, it wasn't so deep, and they make a prediction for next year's draft to be a strong draft. Look, Hey, I think his father's making all the great moves that he needs to make. His agent, Rich Paul, is making all the great moves. Matter of fact, if you guys hadn't had the opportunity, Rich Paul was on the pivot, and it looks like it's going to be a good interview. I've seen a small clip of. I don't know if it's the full clip's released yet, but I did see a small clip, and it seemed like it's going to be a good interview. So them guys usually do pretty good, man. Along with, of course, I'm a big fan of Uncle Shannon, Shay Shay. So I think he does a great job with them interviews with people. So, but definitely check out the pivot. I really enjoy them guys, man. But they do a good job of doing what they need to do. They making all the right moves, right decisions in order to protect Bronny, get Bronny the most, get all the best opportunity you can. I mean, he's got a deal that the average second round pick doesn't get. Look at that. Oh man, God damn, boy, they must got some dirt on the Lakers, man. I don't know what it is. They must got some serious dirt on the Lakers because they getting everything they want in this situation. Now, I guess the only thing they could probably ask for is allow Bronny to make it past a 2-year deal, or not send him down to the G League, the D League, whatever it's called anymore. Other than that, I don't know what else can ask for. I don't know. But it is what it is. Let me say this also, man. I was at the barbershop on Friday. What was that? Damn. When was I at the barbershop? Don't remember. Regardless, I had to go to the barbershop. I cleaned up. I was looking like a homeless man a couple weeks ago, man. But I was at the barbershop, and I seen this come across the ticker, man. That young guy, he got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, a cornerback, or safety, one or two. He used to play for Alabama, but he ended up transferring his last season to Oregon. Unfortunately, him and 3 of his buddies have passed due to a car accident, high speed. Young brothers, I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it is that you guys are not going to get, man. You got a golden ticket, man. You can't be out here taking chances and doing things like that, man. I know you guys are young, and I know you guys feel like y'all invincible. Please believe me. I heard from my son. He don't think nothing happened to him. Now, that conversation is different this year compared to last year. And I think because when he got injured, I think that invulnerability is really kicked in for him. He realized, hey, I can't take this shit for granted. That dude missed over 25 games. And so I think that kind of humbled him when he had to miss all them games, and he only was able to play 6 games due to red shirt. So it kind of humbled him. So he that invincible talk is not like it is no more. And I'm glad. I hate that he had to go through an injury to get that sense of reality. But sometimes you got to be humble, and it has to be in extreme ways to get humble sometimes. But these young brother, man, that Kareem Jackson is the one who got drafted by the Vikings. It's sad, man, because he was 24, and he had a lot of life ahead of him, man. He was a good young NFL prospect, man. These young cats, man, sometimes they take shit for granted, man. They take life for granted, man. They're like, we only get one shot at this thing. That's it. Ain't no do-over. You can't hit the reset button. You know what I'm saying? You can't power down and come back an hour later, power up, and you got more life because you playing Call of Duty. Or a game I used to play back in the day, Super Mario Brothers and Zelda. Ain't no do-over with that, man. It's it. It's it. So you gotta appreciate the little things. I hate to see that situation, man. So you young brothers and sisters out there, man, look, please do what you got to do, man. Enjoy life to the fullest, but make sure you do it responsibly. Be smart about it. Don't go out here and do some crazy shit like this, man. Because guys, man, there's always gonna be a story out there, man. Seems like every season you hear when these crazy stories, when these young cats go and do some stupid shit, And then if they survive or live or I guess don't get put away to tell about it, they sound remorseful and regretful. Yeah, but dog, what about you not even doing it? So with that being said, man, I hope these brothers, man, I hope that some of his teammates, his former teammates and young cats that come after him, man, they see this and use this as an opportunity, as a lesson. Hey, man, maybe we don't need to do that. That's not the thing we need to be doing. We've seen when our fellow brothers go down due to a situation like this, and I don't want to go out like that. So I just want to say, man, RIP to him and his family, friends, loved ones, and teammates, man. RIP to the young brother. And our other 3 young brothers. I don't have their names, but, man, praying for them and their families. Definitely doing that, man. Definitely doing that. Definitely doing it. Well, let's get to it, man. Let me go ahead and drop the link. Because sound like my brother Will wants to come up and defend this Stevenson bullshit. I don't know why. I don't know why Will wants to defend this bullshit. But it sounds like he do. It sounds like he ready to windmill for the guy. I don't know. Let me go ahead and play this clip. And doing the playing of the clip, I'm going to have to pause it here now. I don't want, look, they probably going to get me on this. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But we got to see this. So let's go. Hold on. Before that, let me bring the brother up. Because I need to hear the excuses we about to come up with. Brother Will, what's happening, baby?
What's going on, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, big brother. You good?
Salute to you. Salute to you. Yeah, man. Everything's good, man. Blessed. Everything's good.
Right on. I'm glad to hear it. Look, before we go into this, I got to ask you like I ask anybody new who comes on the platform. I got to ask, what is your guilty pleasure songs, Brother Will? What is them songs you listen to, but you be embarrassed if your boys knew you heard it, but you hear that bitch on the radio, you crank that bitch up, and you rock out. What are them songs?
Oh, man. That is a tough one, man. Because when you said guilty pleasure songs, I thought I had the easy answer. I was going to be like, 3 6 Mafia, Project Pat. Like, I wouldn't want my boss to know I'm listening to that, or my mammy. Right? But on the R&B side, I don't know, man. I gotta come back to that one.
Man, it ain't gotta be R&B. I mean, look here. I got some soft rock songs. Man, look here. I listen to Hall and Oates. Those are some of my guilty pleasure songs. New Kids on the Block. Please Don't Go Girl is another guilty pleasure song.
You know what, then? I think I got it.
Okay, what we got? What we got?
Be the great pretender. My boy, Bernard Wright, man. When I'm really, really feeling myself, when the sun is shining, man, and everything's going good. Who do you love is going on, man. That's my joint, man. I keep that quiet. I might turn it off before I pull up in front of my boys. But yeah, that's probably my guilty pleasure joint, man.
I know that's right. My man,
Yo, Hank,
man, grown man said the truth on the street. He said, don't lie.
Yo, but
he said, you're a Backstreet guy. You're a Backstreet boy. Huh?
Backstreet Boys.
No, I think that's what grown man said he is. Backstreet Boys.
We're going to scrub the record of that, man. We ain't going to act like we even heard that. We're going to pretend we ain't here.
We're going to edit that out. We're going to edit that out after the show. So, before I go to the clip, Stevenson's. Shakur Stevenson. Saturday night, he had a fight, right? He had a fight. He's been complaining, having issues. One of the things he was mad and upset about was not signing a 15-fight deal, he said, with Top Rank. And that's he thinks that's what holding him back. Yeah. But these last 3 fights has been very unimpressive. very uninspiring. And I thought the last fight was worse, but this fight, man, I got that. Man, I don't. Like, it's got to be the worst. Even worse to the time, because I give him credit. I give him a pass because a lot of time he hurt his hand. So you got to give the brother a pass why he wasn't able to really perform. But this time he didn't hurt himself. The guy stayed right there in front of him. I mean, he was a sitting target. The dude ain't got power, because if the dude had power, he probably would have.
He might have put him down. If he had Tank's power, Artem would have probably gone down. I can agree with that. I think this kid's problem is his mouth. You can't keep telling people, "Oh, let me at him, let me knock him out," and then we keep getting decisions that are kind of lackluster. Now, is he a good boxer? I saw a couple body shots that changed Artem's life. I was like, oh, this kid does have the technical skills, and he won. Like, he's not a tune-up fight. It was a decent fight for him. Artem's fought, who's the kid that just fought, well, just got knocked out by Tank, but
I think
Frank Martin.
Fought Frank Martin, yeah.
He had a Martin fight. He's got a couple of, memorable fights. I think he was in the Olympics. So he's not a tune-up fight. The kid fought a pretty decent fight. Like, it was a unanimous decision. Was it pretty? No. Like, it wasn't exciting. But technically, for those who are boxing enthusiasts, you were impressed by his style.
Are we?
Go ahead, let me have it. Go ahead. Pause. Go ahead and go ahead. Pause.
Damn. I'm just trying to figure it out, because, like you said, he talks a lot, but his actions doesn't back it up. And that's what kind of hurts him, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He talks a big game and talk about what he wants, this and that. Yeah, dog, you ain't living up to expectations, because you talk about you want Tank Davis. If that was Tank Davis, that dude probably been knocked out by the third round.
Yeah, he's definitely not ready for Tank. I don't. Well,
I don't know what you're talking about, dog. And now
have we really seen his chin get other good stuff? Can he take a punch?
You said what?
Can he take a punch?
Can who, Tank?
Shakur.
Oh no, man, look, again, I don't think so. But who is he supposed to sit there and say that he can?
Yeah,
he got to
be tested. We've got to see it. Yeah, we got to see how you come back from a good shot.
It's going to push him like that. I'm just going to test his chin. I mean, nobody. But you keep begging for certain individuals. Now, this guy you begging for was going to test you. Will it happen? I don't know. Tank's like, man, I'm not wasting my time with you. For what?
I mean, who else is Tank going to fight, though? What other fights are we excited for? Tank's fight, his next fight is, oh, man, it's slipping my mind now. But Tank, I think, has one lined up. Romachenko. Isn't he supposed to fight Romachenko?
We're gonna look it up. Tank Davis' next fight. Shout out to Google.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to go at Romachenko, but there's not many names left for him to fight. At some point, Shakur's going to be the profitable fight. It's going to be the fight that makes money, that people tune into, that, all right, we want to see it happen. We know you guys have sparred. We know you guys have a long history. Now let's see it. So at some point, Tank's going to have to take it, because there's no more names for him to fight.
Yeah, I mean, right now that's who they are projecting right now. Stevenson. Yeah. Look, I don't know, man. That doesn't excite me to want to see the fight. But look, before we go in the fight, let's go and watch this highlight of this piss poor fight so y'all can see. I ain't got to just talk about the shit. Me and Will ain't gonna just be rambling on. Y'all can see what we talking about.
Let's see it.
Let's go.
To set up his offense, he's gonna struggle with him.
Ooh, that's a good walk too. And he put that right hand out there. Shakur Stevenson in that third round. Went to the body on the inside against Harutyunyan. Two-punch combination from Shakur. That's a short right hand up top. And then he splits the guard. Then he finishes down to the body.
Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he's so boring. He's not that good. That's what everybody's saying, but nobody wants to fight.
So look, right there, if that man had any power, that jab he just threw would at least knocked him down. I ain't gonna say you probably would have knocked him out, but it would have been a knockdown jab. But the guy don't have no
He's
power.
got a good body game, though. He looks like a tough dude to fight over long rounds. Like, those body shots add up. So by the 9th, 10th round,
that's true.
It's like, all right, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna say this, man.
I give him credit for this because Labuddy, he did work the body, you know. And some people feel like they just need. No, I know it's the cool thing to do is just take a lot of headshots, but like you said, working that body, taking that win from him. I mean, even the arm or the chest wears on the man eventually. You know what I'm saying?
He's staying in there toe to toe. Like, everything that we all say we hate about Floyd's fights, that's not what we're getting here. He just didn't knock the guy out. He was more active than Adrian Broner fights. Like, he definitely let his hands go. So we got to see some good shots. I think the biggest L in this goes to the city of Newark, man. City of Newark got to take this L. Newark, New Jersey. He was fighting at home because that's where I believe this one was. And y'all are walking out on him, man. You never do that to the hometown kid. Win, lose, or draw.
Not only walking out, they booing him.
Yeah, man. That I didn't like seeing that for the hometown kid.
Look, I'd rather you just walk out and not say nothing than sit there and boo me. That cuts deep.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm hearing your frustration. You know, it's one thing to see him walk out because he probably didn't see him walk out because he's too big. But definitely, I bet he heard them boos and them groans and moans.
Yeah, they was trying to beat that Garden State traffic, man. They said, "Yo, you know what? Let's just get out of here, man." that was bad.
Say, hey, Will. They said my Uber's out there waiting on me.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir, man. But I mean, I don't necessarily think he fought a bad fight. Was it super exciting? Was anyone, seriously hurt through the fight? No. But the kid came out clean. He wasn't beat up by the end of the fight. He did stay toe-to-toe. It wasn't a typical, Floyd fight where he's bouncing around the ring. I mean, I didn't hate his performance. Like, what I'm getting when I check in on other opinions, I'm like, geez, like, what more do you want from the kid? He fought a pretty good fight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, am I excited to see him fight anyone else? I can't really say that. I think I'm more excited just to see Tank fight whoever his next opponent is. So if it's Shakur Stevens, I'll be excited about seeing that fight because I, really enjoy watching the kid Tank do work. Shout out to Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely making a name for himself and, rapidly becoming a legend. And it's cool to watch, in the moment. But, until I see him toe-to-toe with Stevens, I can't call it. Like, the slow fight might work for him. Can he take a punch is the question. Yeah, man. You was ready to dog walk my man.
He couldn't have said. Let me keep this thing going. We'll see. Because I definitely want to. I'm gonna get off Stevenson. I'm gonna get off you guy, and we got to talk about that fight prior because that was somebody got jobbed. God damn, that was bad. But we gonna get to it, guys.
This is the kid that lost his belt, right?
And look at the defense. Right in front. Yeah, not running. He's not running. Hurt him with that body.
He hurt him with that body.
Yeah, he did. To slow those legs down. He's not bouncing around. He's not as fidgety as he once was. Now he in there. He on survival mode now. Inches to make them shots.
Oh, there was a body shot right on the hip.
Standing firm. Not being moved like a mountain. Whoa, what a big shot.
Short left hand.
The short shot.
Solid short shot combination.
You got to continue to get more consistent with that work.
Oh, there's the left hand to the body.
All right, he's on the track meet. He's the one with the track shoes now, right?
Harutyunyan trying to survive Shakur here. Oh, another body shot. Good combination from Stevenson.
There it is. That's how you do it.
Hold on. Will, are you seeing these combos? Look, my man is throwing combos on the brother, man.
So I'll say this. He definitely
that's a nice little combo he threw at him, man.
Yeah, like he doesn't have the power, but the real question, if I'm, getting ready to go to a fight party and watch him and Tank go at it, which is what I think everybody's waiting for, it's can he take a punch? If Tank gets one off flush, are you going to be rolling around like Martin, or would you be able to gather yourself, And we can't call it until we see it. So
shout out to Tommy Hearns.
Yo, before I go, man, are we officially done with Ryan Garcia?
Man, look, he had some extra things to say, didn't he?
I wish I could dig up George Floyd and bury him again or something crazy like that. Like, yeah, kid, you weren't that great to begin with. I enjoyed watching you beat on Haney. But at this point, I'm not interested in, spending money on that pay-per-view. Sorry, you got to learn.
He definitely messed up his bag when you make statements like that. You know what I'm saying? You.
And I don't think that any fighter that we support as black men, I don't think he's a fight even worth taking at this point. I mean, you already have the PED allegations and, we saw what happened to you with Tank. Like, we can retire this kid. I'm saying we can retire him. He can do whatever he's doing, but I'm not booking that pay-per-view. I just can't do it.
Look, I'll watch if it's on ESPN, and I ain't got shit else to watch. But they choose from golf or tennis or baseball, and that's on. Okay, I guess I'm watching this. But other than that, no, you won't. You not, like you said, I'm not gonna use my my bootleg app that I use to get to watch all the pay-per-views.
I'm not even using that.
You're not even using the bootleg app.
I ain't mad at you. Big bro, hey, man, I'm gonna be checking in, man. I'm just getting off work and whatnot, so I'm kind of running around.
Oh man, hey man, go in the house, take care of your business, get your cold beer for me, big brother. Right on.
You do good work, man. It's always a pleasure hooking up with you, bro.
No doubt. Definitely keep checking in, brother. I appreciate you coming through, Will.
All right, family.
All right, be easy. But before I get back to the clip, shout out to the resident hater. Big Ant 11 with the $10 super chat. He said, Hink, I'll fight Tank. Set it up. Big Ant 11, you better not. I know Tank is small in stature, but he's a strong dude with a hell of a punch. Are you sure you're ready for that OG? See, you've got a few rounds left in you. Shout out to Big 11, man. He didn't have to bless me with that $10 super chat, but he chose to, and I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that blessing. Let me get back to this clip, man. Let me get back to it.
Harutyunyan is still strong. He's still strong.
He is.
My goodness.
Listen, it's a game.
Same time. But you either got to create your offense off your jab test, catch and shoot. There's other ways to be able to open your
all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur Stevenson.
Guys, it was like my lady said. Guys, I apologize that I guess I didn't turn off the YouTube. And we got to hear the sounds of the next video, but we not watching it. But like my lady said, she said that was the most boring boxing square off I've seen in a long time. These are facts. These are facts. It was bad. It was real bad. But guys, hey, if you hadn't had the opportunity, please take some time out right now and hit the like button for your brother. I appreciate that. Thank you, sirs. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being with me tonight. I appreciate that. But take the opportunity right now to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on? A court order? Come on, guys. Don't make me send a sheriff to your house. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But as we all know, the results was Tank ended up winning by decision. Again, I wasn't impressed. I don't know why he keep begging for Tank. He's not ready for that. He's not. But to me, that what he. The bad thing about it, everybody's not even talking about that fight because it was so boring and so uninspiring. A lot of people talk about that fight prior. So the fight prior, man, was a guy from U.S. Crazy looking. He had a crazy look in his eye, man. I don't know who that dude. That dude looked crazy. I'm like, man, what is going on? That fight prior, that brother got cheated. You know, if you seen that fight and you seen the results and see what was going on, that brother got cheated. I don't know what the judges were seeing, and I think 2 out of the 3 gave it to the guy that they ended up choosing. It wasn't. I don't understand. I don't understand. But my man got a raw deal. Of course, they're going to talk about they want a rematch and all that. And I understand. You should have. You should have been looking for a rematch. You definitely deserve it with the way they did you, brother. They really ran you through the ringer. I mean, they did you bad. Shakur Foster, the Robson Conceicao, I think he's like 35. So he ended up winning by decision. They went all 12 rounds, so he won by decision. Two judges had Robson winning. One judge had Foster winning, Shakur Foster. It was bad, man. I mean, the guy didn't really touch him. I mean, my man Foster was on him. I mean, he was on him. I mean, scoring, doing what you got to do, you know. And as a champ, to me, they got to knock you out. And that's one thing they definitely didn't do was knock him out. But they came out of the decision saying he won. I don't see that. Hink's always trying to call the cops on somebody. My man Will said, yeah, he got robbed. Yeah, Will. It was bad. That was bad. You hate seeing stuff like that, man. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You hate seeing stuff like that, man, because these guys train too hard, work too hard to get cheated at get job like that. They really do, man. and for it the way to go down, and it's blatantly obvious. Dude, the guy that won didn't even realize he won. I didn't think he won. He was so surprised. That's how bad it was. That's how lopsided and crazy the decision was. Man, look, let me take a swig. Look, I give that brother credit because he kept his composure as much as he possibly could. I don't know how I would have responded to that. Losing my title in that fashion, knowing that box match should have been close as it was, that's crazy. Another thing that happened in that fight was Shakur Stevenson got into it with his grandfather. You can see the animosity. Even after the fight was over, his grandfather tried to hand him a shirt, the same shirt somebody else had, and he took the shirt from the other guy because he was in his feelings. Because his granddad was telling him what he should be doing, what he's not doing. He's not taking care of business. You giving us another bad performance. You say you want these fights, but you can't be putting out these bad performances and expect to get that big fight, to get the big payday, to get the big pay-per-view. No, they're going to keep putting your ass on free channel ESPN. That's where you should have been. Why is somebody going to pay pay-per-view, watch you, you had 2 bad performances, now make it 3. Nah, that's crazy, man. So you can't be begging and crying and complaining about you want these fights. But the performance you're showing these past 3 has been lackluster. Who's going to sign up for that? They shouldn't. They shouldn't at all. But that's what you want, right? You want those type fights. Then you got to give those type performance. Now, nobody say you have to knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, you got to TKO, maybe even get one knockdown here or there. You didn't do that. And you start off real slow, and a guy who stayed right there in front of you, dude, he was a sitting duck for you. And the only thing you had to do is do a target practice. You want to wait till the 3rd or 4th round, decided you want to start throwing some punches. See, the problem is with that, you're going to give somebody some confidence, and now they're going to mess around and knock your ass out. Or you're going to lose in decision because you sitting around playing with it, playing with your food. You can't do that. He's selling it away. I think Braun is still looking for his tooth. Damn. Shout out to Adrian Braun. He's a Cincinnati resident. He is from the great city of Cincinnati, state of Ohio. I remember him training one time in northern Kentucky, and a jazz festival was going on, and he came up there and he ended up getting into an altercation at the jazz festival. Of course, they swept it under the rug because he was a local Cincinnatian, I guess. So it never really came out. But yes, I remember seeing it go down. It was a squabble out there at the jazz festival. Adrian and his crew was throwing hands. What's something wrong with that brother, man? That brother be off. He's I tell you this, Adrian Braun definitely got some good drops. If you ever heard some of his clips, his videos, he's gonna give you something. Adrian Braun is gonna give you something. You just listen, pay attention. He's gonna give you something. He's gonna give you a drop or two for sure. Some bites you can use later. Like he got cooked. I might need to get that. I might need to download that and put that on the soundboard. I might have to do that. But that brother got robbed, man. And it was bad. It was so bad. It was so obvious that he won. But for some reason, 2 judges felt like he didn't. Now, I don't know what the rule is on the judges. Can they get reprimanded? Are they allowed? Do they get judged? Do they get graded? Can you file complaints, I guess, with the boxing authorities to get them removed off any other fights? I don't know. I don't know. But if you can, if that's part of the rules, if it was me as a boxer, my boxer, I would definitely be filing some paperwork on their asses because they trash for that shit. Trash. Man, it was bad. And I feel bad for the brother, man. But, man, that man had a crazy look in his eye. I'm like, what's wrong with his eyes? He looked like he done lost it. You know how you look at people, they got this crazy look in their eye. Will say, who do I want to see Tank fight next? Man, I don't know. You know. Is Tank going to be willing to go up? Is Tank going to be willing to go up in weight class? Can we get a Terrence Crawford Tank fight? So will you ask me the question, who I would like to see if I can have? Terrence Crawford. I doubt I forget it. But that's who I would like to see fight. Why not? I wanted Haney, but Haney took a loss to Garcia, so that it helped the situation. So Crawford will probably be the next one I won't see. Speaking of travel one, she come through and said Coco Gauff lost the 4th round of Wimbledon. Next major is the U.S. Open. Shout out to my local tennis resident advisor who keeps me up abreast on the sport of tennis. Shout out to Travel One for that. Because I definitely don't keep up with tennis. My man Big L said I never did like Brawner. My patience too thin, and you got to stay away from him. I know that's right. Hey, man, if we can get that, boy, that'd be a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Yep. I mean, you would have to definitely put up there with the Earl Spence and Crawford fight. You would definitely have to put it up there with them. So, whoo, man, that'd be a hell of a. Hey, it'd be worth for. Hey, matter of fact, it'd be worth a legit site instead of using my bootleg pay-per-views. I'd be willing to pay a regular price for that one. Man, that's going to be a hell of a fight if we can't get it. I don't know if we're going to get it, though, man. But, man, that would be a hell of a match. I would love that. I would love that. Look here. I got one more thing I definitely want to talk about before I go tonight. I'll cut it short because we back with Precious tonight. The real Precious is back tonight. Unfortunately, she had a loss in her family, so definitely pray for her and her family. Last week, that's why we wasn't able to have a show, but she will be back today. We're going to do a show, and so I'm going to tap in and make sure I sound the stream. So you guys could definitely make sure you come back here, or if you decide to watch it off of Real Press channel, you can do either one. But make sure, do me a favor, guys. If you do watch it over here, hit the like button. If you watch it over here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you do that. We appreciate that, guys. The last thing I definitely want to make sure I talk about, and it's kind of funny. Before the show, my lady and I was watching the old 30 for 30, the O.J. Simpson trial, the O.J. Simpson story. And as you all know, O.J. did pass away. I believe it was in April this year. And BET did a tribute to it. Now, I didn't see the tribute, but I heard about it. You know, and I heard from a couple people talking about it. And one of the people who was talking about was Stephen A. Smith, who had a problem with them doing it. Let me say this. I remember back in 94 when this whole OJ thing went down. It was right before I was due to go to Murray State. Football players had to be there in July, the 1st of July. I was a freshman. We was watching the Knicks and the Houston Rockets play in the NBA final. At the same time, they had the NHL finals going on too as well. And they broke in on the game. Now, this is the first time I've seen them do picture-in-picture on television. That's the first time I've seen it. Normally, you have to have a special TV that does picture-in-picture. Well, with this, they had it just on the TV, and you didn't have to have that special TV to get that. That's just what they did. So, on the big screen, you had the OJ Bronco, white Bronco, I call it an escape, because that's what he definitely do, evading officers, because he definitely wasn't trying to turn himself in just yet. You know, went speeding, slow walking, like pretty much like a funeral procession, riding down the highway, seeing people line the highway with signs and poster boards, "Run, OJ, run. Free the juice." I'm like, dude, this can't be happening. Just turned 19 at the time. Didn't really understand the whole scope of the situation. But what I know is it's got to be big. I mean, they cutting into the NBA Finals right now to watch a white Bronco with OJ holding a pistol to his head and Al, someone I think is with Al, driving, taking OJ to his house so he could see his kids. My brother said, "We'll see." If you ever need an Al Cowan, I'm behind the wheel, bro. Then the professor said, "AC." Yeah, that's what it is. It is AC Cowan. He's right. Look, guys, that brother's loyal. Because let me tell you this, OJ wasn't a good friend. If y'all know the backstory of Al Cowan, OJ, I mean, they was friends from high school. And OJ's first wife all went to high school. And McCown was supposed to go to, I don't want to say prom with the woman, with the OJ's first wife originally. But OJ came through there and sneak dish and put a little dirt, monkey wrench in the game, and snatched her from old McCown, man. Now that's kind of dirty, but somehow they figured out they still was able to be friends. I don't know how that worked out. That brother was loyal. He took penitentiary chances by driving this man slowly in this white Bronco, evading the police. You know what happens. If there was anybody else, they would have put the spikes on the ground and shot that damn Bronco out. But this was OJ. OJ Simpson, Orthol James Simpson. The legendary OJ, Hall of Famer OJ. I'm talking about Naked Gun OJ. This is OJ when you see him in the Hertz commercial. He's running through the airport, jumping over luggage bags and getting to his destination. That OJ. That OJ who had 2,000-something rushing yards in a season. Had the most 200 rushing yards in a single season. OJ is in the Hall of Fame, like I said. Still holds some records. That OJ. USC Heisman Trophy winning OJ. Yes, sir. That OJ. There was an average Joe. His ass been riddled with bullets, but it wasn't. So they gave OJ a pass because the white folks love OJ. At least until the trial was over. They did a tribute to OJ. Stephen A. Smith didn't like it. He felt like it was very inappropriate. Yes, homie. OJ told you this, and y'all didn't listen to it. He been saying it for years. I ain't black. I'm OJ. I can't relate with you Negroes. You are beneath me. But OJ had to get his Negro call when all his white buddies turned their back on him. It went as far as Robert Shapiro didn't even want to go over and celebrate with the crew, with the other lawyers. He went on the news, I'll say with Barbara Walters, and say we wasn't supposed to play the race card, but it's exactly what we did. Look here, guys. If I was in a situation like OJ, I would have put out every card I could in the book in order to get out of this situation. Shout out to my brother Omni for stopping through. He said, peace, Inc. Right on, my guy. Look here, man. I'm going to be real with you guys. I think OJ did it. I think OJ did. OJ guilty to the motherfucker, man. He killed them white folk. OJ, look at that, man. Y'all can hate me if you want to. OJ killed them white folk. I think he did it. Now, look, in the court of law, the man was found innocent. Criminally, he was found innocent. Civil trial said he was. That man never paid that settlement of $33.5 million. I don't even know if whatever he paid add up to $1 million. Let me say this. I have no problem with them doing the tribute. I don't. I don't take the stance with Stephen A. Smith. I don't agree with him. I have no problem with him. Even though I think he's guilty. Even I think OJ did. I have no problem with them doing it. He was found innocent in court of law. So, I mean, what ain't nothing you can do. And we all know he can't, no such thing as double jeopardy. Even if it came out later on like he did it, ain't nothing he can do about it. Nothing. They got him in a civil situation. I would have played a race card, Haymax card, Big Joker, whatever to get me out of jail after to pay the Robert Kardashian card. Grown man said, damn. Grown man, he did it though. That brother, he killed that white folk and got away with it. How many brothers you know get away with that? Only OJ. Because he ain't black. He OJ. Y'all heard what he said. He the only brother I know who could probably get away with some bullshit like that. Ain't nobody else can do it but OJ. R.I.P. to OJ, man. I'm going to stop laughing at that brother, man. He's not no longer with us. Damn. Professor said he did it with the mafia guy. The mob guy took the clothes. Damn. I'm not going to get into all that. The mob guy, I have no idea about this mob guy, this mythical mob guy the professor's talking about. Professor ain't shit. There is a rumor. There's a rumor that he may be the father of that girl. Because Robert Kardashian wasn't as big as her, because she's a Amazon. I'm just saying. I don't know where she get her size from, but she ain't get it from Mama or Daddy Kardashian. So she getting it from somewhere. My lady says she's a white girl. Bullshit with a black woman ass on her and big old titties. She ain't get that from her goddamn mama. I don't know if she white girl. She might be biracial. OJ might have tapped that ass. Look here, man, we need to stop talking about the deceased like this. I got to stop this, man. I'm going to hell. Y'all trying to help me go there. Shame on y'all. Hit the like button for the brother, man. I got to get out of here. Y'all killing me. Now look at her. A paid-for ass and big titties that she paid for. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to get into that. Y'all killing me, man. But before I go, I have to do this, man. Look. Shout out to my lady for reminding me. But the album of the week, Funko/Action Figure of the Week, is y'all seen it, X-Clan. To the east, my brother, to the east, my brother, to the east, my brother, to the east. Shout out to X-Clan, boy. That was, whoo. Them brothers brought it, baby. Hell of an album. Hell of an album. Not only album of the week, but Destro. Destro, Funko Pop, as well as action figure. Now, Destro was one of my favorite villains on G.I. Joe. You know, he was smooth, deep voice, ladies man. He had the Baroness wrapped around his finger. She loved him. Some Destro. Always rubbed on his old iron mask. Always trying to kiss up on it, but she's kissing metal. But that was her love interest. Destro. I don't know if y'all remember Disco Destro. I got that too. I'm going to display them one day. Y'all see it. I'm going to display them. I probably should have did them all at the same time, but I didn't want to do it. You want to have people anticipate stuff. But it will be displayed here soon. But that was my favorite villain on G.I. Joe. Damn, him and Serpentor. I don't know if y'all remember Serpentor. Serpentor was the guy that took over the Cobra commander spot when he turned him into a slither snake in the G.I. Joe movie. If y'all had that opportunity to check that out, great movie. Along with Transformer the movie was a great movie as well. You definitely check that out. But that's where Destro comes from. Destro comes from G.I. Joe. And he is my action figure / Funko Pop of the week, along with my album of the week, X-Clan. Like my man Will said, real rap. Shit. Hey, we all probably men of a certain age. We understand good hip hop, good rap, man, back in the day. That shit they put on that BET Awards, from what I heard, was trash. But that's all they got to promote right now. Bullshit. Yeah, I ain't with it. Look here, anything after, I want to say 2010, man. I just stopped listening to hip hop, man. I shout out to Backspin. Let me say, I used to be called Backspin. Now it's called Rock the Bells Radio. Shout out to that, man, that channel, man. I listen to that, man, on a daily basis, because that's where I get my real hip hop from, when I listen to Rock the Bells Radio. Shout out to that, man. I for that, man, I had to listen to this bullshit as they play on some of these channels, man. It was crap. crap. But it is what it is. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you coming tonight. If you can, before you go, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, shame on you. Shame on you. But with that being said, I will be back here shortly because I will be simul streaming with the Real Precious. She will be back this today. So shout out to her and definitely send y'all prayers up for her and her family because she had a loss of family member last week. This is why she didn't have a show. But she has one this week. So definitely looking forward to simul streaming with her and Brother King and the rest of the crew. That being said, I will see you on the next one. Y'all be easy. Right on.